Trump is signaling to the community that, quite frankly, that the LGBT community, according to the Civil Rights Act as is written today, is not a protected class. And that's just the reality of it. I think that Obama, during his administration, created this special office in the Justice Department for them. And I think that was something that, quite frankly, he was trying to do to pander to that community. If you really want to see the LGBT community to be designated as a protected class, I think you have to go through Congress. The Civil Rights Bill has to be amended as such to be able to do that. That also connects back to this same bathroom, this whole HB2 debate that we had here in North Carolina. It was one of the things that I think former Governor Pat McCrory continued to say, that if you want this to be a protected class, you have to go through Congress to do so. Right now, the legislation doesn't say so. And so I think Trump has made a decision on that. Also, being very realistically, and I said it on this show, was actually one of the reasons why I got turned off to Trump during the summer after the Republican National Convention. Trump has definitely not been he wasn't a candidate that embraced diversity, and quite frankly, he didn't run on a message or a campaign platform of diversity. So I don't think it should necessarily shock people that once he's in office, that's not going to be a focus of his. So I don't think people ought to be shocked. I mean, the people who elected Trump to become president and the people who supported him and all the people that came out of rural America to send him to the White House, they didn't elect him to go up there and be diversity in chief. And so it shouldn't shock people that he's doing what he's doing now.
But that actually does kind of sadden me, man, because, we're talking to a brother who's a Republican. And often when you have Republican candidates from Republican Senate, et cetera, it seems like they forget that, I think something like 16% of African-American males voted for Donald Trump. And so for me, golly, dude, when you're not diverse, you're missing out on a lot of sharp business minds that are out there. And it's sad.
I'm not saying that he's not diverse. Let me clean that. I'm not saying he's not diverse. And I think that if you look at the Trump organization, he's clearly signaled that he's very diverse. If you even look at the individual, and I'm going to draw a blank on his name right now. He was an elected official from Indiana, but he was the gentleman that ended up heading up his transition committee, who was an African American. So I'm not saying that President Trump is not diverse.
I am.
What I'm saying is that he did not run on a message of diversity. He did not run on the same message that Barack Obama ran on in 2008. So now that he's elected, don't expect him to do something different than what he ran on. And the African Americans that did vote for Trump to put him in office, I don't think that they voted for him because they felt like he was going to be diverse. That wasn't his message. They voted for him because they want a job.